Chapter 71. It's enough to defeat you. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The old man was furious when he heard Hu Tiantian's words. No one had ever dared to say such words in front of him. Today was the first time he encountered such a thing. He was so angry that his face turned red and he looked at Hu Tiantian with murderous eyes. Old man, why are you looking at me with such eyes? It's weird. What's wrong? Do you want to fight? Hu Tiantian said provocatively. Okay, then I want to see if your strength is as sharp as your mouth. Damn, who are you calling a beast? Hu Tiantian was also anxious. Of course I'm calling you a beast. Chen Yongfei on the side seized the opportunity to taunt. It turns out that the beast is calling me a beast. Hu Tiantian showed an expression of I see. I'm laughing to death. Now the world is going downhill, and some people are actually looking for scolding. That everyone laughed. Chen Yongfei's face turned green, red, and white, and he was so angry that he couldn't speak. You are looking for death. The old man couldn't hold it in any longer, and the aura of the martial king burst out, and he was about to attack. Humph. A cold snort came. Puff. The old man was extinguished just as he released the aura of the martial king, and he spit out a large mouthful of blood and fell to the ground with serious injuries, while Chen Yongfei fell to the ground with a mouthful of blood and had no chance of survival. At this time, Zhao Jingji came over after planting the saplings given to him by Yang Feng and stood in front of the two. The old man trembled when he saw Zhao Jing and said, You are a martial emperor. That he was horrified. The ancestor of their Zidong Xian sect was also a martial emperor, but the opponent's fleeting pressure just now was countless times stronger than that of the ancestor. This was still a martial emperor of at least the middle level. If you see someone from your Zidong Xian sect coming over again, whether to ask for the pill formula or to buy the pill formula, kill them without mercy. Get lost. Boss, you are stealing my life, I can beat this old man. Hu Tiantian was a little unhappy. There are so many people waiting in line, can you defeat him with one strike? If you fight, not only will these flowers and plants be hurt, but it will also waste everyone's time. Look, isn't this good? Zhao Jingji did think so too. Why bother to knock the opponent down in one blow? If a martial emperor comes and he can't defeat the opponent in one strike, then Xiao Bai will also take action. The old man took out the pill and swallowed it, then he got up with difficulty, picked up Chen Yongfei who had no breath of life and staggered away. There was no more excitement to watch. Those who should queue up were queuing, and those who should play the lottery machine were playing the lottery machine. Yang Feng lay on the recliner from beginning to end, indifferent, even if he looked at it or said a word, he was like an irrelevant person, but this was also considered the old man's good luck. If Xiao Bai took action, he would definitely lose his life. If Yang Feng took action, then not even a slag would be left. This old man is lucky. It's just too easy for him. If I had taken action, I would have broken all his limbs. Hu Tiantian said indignantly. Zhao Songming and others walked into the store and saw the items on the counter. They were so greedy that they shook their heads helplessly when they saw the gold coins. The brave badge, chain mail, and broken sect pills have no effect on them for the time being. The spirit gathering array is something that can change the fate of their family. This is comparable to the spiritual energy in the store, but they can't afford it, and the magic pet is unaffordable now. Unless you sell both families, you can buy it, but it's a loss. The 4 symbols heavenly net method. I feel dizzy when I see the string of decimals at the end. Tianzhu Mansion, inside the Chu Palace. Palace Master, we have tried all kinds of methods but still can't analyze the ingredients of this pill. This person is definitely a pill master. That the speaker is a pill king in the Chu Palace. He has been studying the ingredients of these pills these days. Not only him, but also all the alchemists and pill kings in the Chu Palace, but even if they pulled out their beards and hair, they still couldn't find anything. Finally, they had no choice but to report to the palace master. Qin Lang frowned. Dan Zun. It seems that I have to go there before this matter is over. Palace Master, do you know this Dan Zun? The alchemist said happily, Dan Zun, this is the highest realm of alchemists at present. Who doesn't want to go and admire it? If this Dan Zun reveals some experience in alchemy, it will be the most precious wealth in life. Qin Lang didn't go to the Qingxiu Martial Arts Conference today. It was the opening yesterday, so he had to go and see it, and say the opening speech. After that, he didn't need to go there again. Western Chu Overlord Arena. Second round, third arena, 12th game, Tianfeng City Zhao Chongqing vs Tianla City Lu Xiyuan. On the arena, the two faced each other from a distance. Are you in the Wuling realm? Lu Xiyuan asked very solemnly. It hasn't been long since I arrived in the Wuling realm. Zhao Chongqing said expressionlessly, he was right. He just arrived in the Wuling realm a few days ago. However, he broke through from the 9th level of martial artist to the 2nd level of martial spirit directly after taking the marrow cleansing pill. Begin. With the referee's call, the game began. Lu Xiyuan knew that he might lose this battle, but who knows if he doesn't fight. He decided to take the initiative and rushed over, approaching in an instant, launching an impenetrable attack with his broadsword. Dang! Zhao Chongqing casually found a flaw and intercepted Lu Xiyuan's attack from bottom to top. At the same time, his body turned and disappeared in front of Lu Xiyuan. Lu Xiyuan's heart tightened, his pupils shrank suddenly, and he secretly shouted that it was over. Suddenly, he felt a biting coldness on his neck and a slight pain. He knew he lost. You lost. This chapter is not over. Please click on the next page to continue reading. Zhao Chongqing's voice sounded from behind him. At this time, his sword has been put away. Tianfeng City Zhao Chongqing wins. The referee's voice sounded. Lu Xiyuan turned around, took a deep look at Zhao Chongqing who was walking under the ring, and said bitterly to himself, I didn't expect that I lost in one move. I don't even know how I lost. When he walked to the edge of the ring, Zhao Chongqing, who was about to jump off, thought of something. He raised his hands in embarrassment and shouted, Jianhua Lake, take off woohoo, take off. After shouting, he jumped off the ring with a red face. Ah, what does the little brother mean? I don't understand, but he is so handsome. The little sister below, the little fan girl, can't understand what Zhao Chongqing means, but he is so handsome. When Zhao Chongqing jumped off the ring, he was surrounded by this group of young ladies and fans. Brother, sister Yaji, Shu Yi and I have finished the competition. We have all entered the third round. Zhao Yafeng and Wei Shui pulled Zhao Chongqing out from a bunch of young ladies and fans. These ladies are so enthusiastic. Zhao Chongqing's face was a little hot now. He was a little shy surrounded by so many young ladies. Let's go to Shujun's place. He is in the 5th arena. Which arena is Tingting in? Tingting is in the 7th arena. I don't know if the competition is over yet. Wei Shui said. Well, let's go to the 5th ring first. No need, Shujun is here. Zhao Chongqing was about to say that he was going to the 5th ring. Unexpectedly, before he finished speaking, Wei Shujun walked over from there. Let's go to Tingting's place together. After talking to the others, they walked towards the 7th arena. In the 7th ring, Wei Tingting was stalemate with her opponent. Both of them were sweating profusely and panting. Sister Tingting, come on, Zhao Yafeng, Zhao Yaji and others have just arrived. Come on Tingting, you can do it. Several people in the audience cheered for Wei Tingting on the stage, in the arena. You can be proud of yourself. You are 3 levels below me and you can still fight me to this extent. However, there is not only a gap in our realms, but also a gap in spiritual power within our bodies. You have very little power left now. Okay, and I still have the strength, right? Su Jing gasped, she was very puzzled. Her opponent was 3 levels lower than her, but his attacks were weird. Every time, he used the smallest amount of force to resolve his own attacks. And every time he attacks himself, it makes him very uncomfortable. This was the first time he had encountered such an opponent, and he was from Tianfeng City, which puzzled her greatly. It's very little, but it's enough to defeat you. Wei Tingting calmed down her breathing. What gives you such confidence? You'll find out later. The waves are turbulent. Wei Tingting used her remaining spiritual power to use the first move of the Jingtao sword technique. What? Su Jing never expected that her opponent would actually know martial arts. When she was hit, before she fell into coma, she understood what she meant by defeating you is enough. Chapter 72 What should I do if I really want to hit him? You are listening at novelfull.audio. We won. Oh, that's right. Wei Tingting laughed. She was so happy that she could enter the third round. I don't know what she thought of. She calmed her breathing and raised her left hand into a fist. She shouted, Tianwo Lake, take off. Woohoo, take off Ali Gay. The people under the ring were stunned. What does this mean? Woohoo. I haven't heard of it. Which city is it from? Why do they want to take off? Why do they want to take off? What does Ali Gay mean at the end? Ali Gay. Zhao Yaji and others below also shouted, and these people were even more confused. You all entered the third round? Wei Tingting asked as she came down from the ring. Yeah, we all entered the third round, and we are closer to the goal. Zhao Yaji said with a fist. Let's go over and cheer for others. I wonder how many people will enter the third round today. Zhao Yaji suggested. It shouldn't be too bad, unless you are unlucky and the gap in strength is too big. Zhao Chongqing estimated that the rest of the people had basically trained in the trial's secret realm. As long as they didn't draw a gap in strength that was too big, they should be able to defeat their opponents. Why does my nose suddenly itch? There is no wind. What is that? Is someone trying to harm me? Or is someone jealous of my handsome face? Yang Feng rubbed his nose and muttered in his heart. I won the prize, I won the prize. At this time, Ma Ziyuan's excited voice came from the store. Shit luck, Yang Feng muttered, closed his eyes again, and hummed a little tune. In the store, Ma Ziyuan took the brave badge in his hand, showed it to others very ostentatiously, then pinned it on his chest, and puffed his chest, patted his chest and said, it's really fucking handsome. Fuck, it's really fucking cool. I really want to beat him. What should I do? It's very urgent. Those who didn't win the lottery and those who were waiting for the lottery felt sour. Hurry up, stop talking nonsense, stop showing off, we still have to draw prizes later. Some people were unhappy. Why are you showing off? We still have to draw prizes later, and after the draw, we have to line up to go to the trial's secret realm. You people are just jealous and hateful. Ma Ziyuan muttered in a low voice. The carriage stopped by Tianwo Lake. Master, the Tianwo Lake in Tianfeng City is in front of you. The old man driving the carriage turned his head and said to the people in the carriage. Ah, great. A young man's voice came from the carriage. This young man is called Su Wei, from the Su family of Tianzhu Mansion. It is one of the 10 great families in the Tianqin Empire, and it is also the family of the Princess of Chu. Su Wei is the second son of the head of the Su family. His cultivation aptitude is extremely poor. In the aristocratic family, it is extremely rare to have such cultivation aptitude as him, but he is the son of the head of the family. However, there were no bloody things, such as being laughed at by outsiders, looked down upon by family members, bullied and insulted by servants, etc. No matter how poor his cultivation aptitude was, he was still the son of the head of a noble family. Some outsiders and servants dared to point fingers at people of such status, and bully and insult them. Did they think their lives were too long or that the knife of the head of the family was not sharp enough? Su Wei was not only not neglected, but also quite popular in the family and respected by servants. Although he had poor cultivation aptitude, his literary attainments were very good, and he was known as the first talent in the Tianzhu Mansion. People in the Tianzhu Mansion did not laugh at his poor cultivation aptitude, but regarded it as an inspirational model. You see, a young man from a noble family with such poor cultivation aptitude did not get discouraged and give up on himself. he did not get addicted to walking the dog and playing with the birds, or going in and out of the fireworks. Instead, he worked hard and made considerable achievements in literature. A few days ago, Qin Gan found him and asked him if he still had the heart to practice. If so, he should go to Tianfeng City, a shop called Yunlai Wangku by the Tianbo Lake in Huanyuemosen. Maybe there is something there that can change his cultivation qualifications. Su Wei was excited when he heard this. He had it. He always had the heart to practice. In this world where martial arts are respected, force determines everything. Although he has certain achievements in literature, is it useful? When the country is facing danger, what use are these literati who are powerless? As the saying goes, a scholar is useless. In his heart, he has never stopped thinking about becoming a martial arts master. After asking Qin Gan about the specific location, he proposed to his family to go there to take a look and relax. He did not say that he would go there to find an opportunity to practice. Su Song, the head of the Su family, readily agreed. This child may have untied the knot in his heart and no longer have illusions about practice. He finally wants to go out of the Tianzhu mansion to see other places. It is good to go out and relax, and don't always stay in the Tianzhu mansion. For the safety of his son, an elder of the family who was at the peak of the martial arts sect was sent to accompany him. After a few days of travel, they finally arrived here today. Grandpa Xing, have you seen a shop? Su Wei said as he opened the curtain of the carriage and stretched out half of his body to look around. Accompanying Su Wei was an elder of the Su family named Sun Xing. He was very happy to hear the clan leader ask him to accompany the second young master out of the Tianzhu mansion to relax outside. Since he was a child, the second young master has never left the gate of the Tianzhu mansion. This time he actually wanted to go outside to relax, which also shows that the second young master has calmly accepted the fact that he has poor cultivation qualifications. This is also good. If he can't practice, then he can become a great scholar in the path of literature, which is also very good. Young master, there is a house over there. I wonder if it is a store. Sun Xing felt very strange. The young master left the Tianzhu mansion and said that he wanted to go to Tianfeng City to have a look. When he arrived at the gate of Tianfeng City, he said that he would go to Tianbo Lake to have a look. After asking people, he came to Tianbo Lake. But how did the young master know that there was a store here? He had never stepped out of the city gate since he was a child. How could he know that there was Tianbo Lake outside a small city like Tianfeng City? Grandpa Xing, let's go over and take a look. Su Wei said impatiently. Okay, young master. Sun Xing drove the carriage and slowly walked towards the Yunlai Wangku store. Chapter 73, Not the Most Powerful One. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Outside the shop, some people were sitting on the grass talking about something. Some people closed their eyes and seemed to be meditating, some were waving swords, and some were waving knives and practicing. In the past few days, some people have gradually discovered the difference here. The aura is very rich within a kilometer range centered on the shop. It is much richer than outside, although it is not as good as inside the shop. For people like them, it can already be called a holy land. Even Zhao Lao said that the concentration of aura outside the shop is so high that even the top forces are stationed here. Since then, many people who don't have so many gold coins have practiced outside the shop. After coming out of the shop, they did not leave and practiced here. Now more and more people come to the shop, and some forces from the outer city are gradually coming. The location of the shop may soon be spread. If it is spread, it may soon be targeted by some powerful forces. It will also bring some trouble to the shop, but is shopkeeper Yang a person who is afraid of trouble? Not to mention that there are Xianjing monsters guarding the door. There are also super strong men in the Wuhuang realm like Zhao Lao. Old Zhao said that shopkeeper Yang's pet was more powerful than his, and it was already a heavenly beast. The top force of the shop can now be compared with the top forces on the continent. Now it's just a reputation, and these people won't foolishly help shopkeeper Yang to promote it. By then, more people will come, and more strong people will come, and there may be no place for their own practice here. When the carriage slowly approached. Okay, Uncle Xing, let's stop here. Su Wei saw that there were people queuing and practicing martial arts over there. and he knew that this was the place. Qin Gan said. The carriage stopped 200 meters away from the store. Su Wei got off the carriage and walked towards the store with Sun Xing. When he walked to the queue, he was stopped by someone. "Hey, are you here to buy something in the store? You have to queue up, you can't cut in line." "Ah. Queue?" Su Wei said puzzledly. "Yes, you have to queue up, no matter who you are, you have to queue up, this is the rule of the store." The man spoke again. "Is that so? Since it is the shop's rule, we will just queue up. Sorry, we just came here and don't understand these things." Su Wei apologized to him. The other party saw that he was new, so he didn't care about anything. When Su Wei heard that this was the shop's rule, it was related to whether he could improve his cultivation qualifications, so he didn't dare to be careless and asked Sun Xing to queue up together. "Young master, we are a noble family, unlike these people. We can just go in directly, and the shop owner dare not refuse us to go in." Sun Xing felt that it was an honor for your shop that the young master and elder of our noble family came to your small shop. "You still want us to queue up? Grandpa Xing, you can't do that. Since the shop owner has such a rule, we will just do it. Don't show off your status as a noble family. I don't like this. And don't you feel the difference in this place? Although Su Wei's cultivation qualifications are not good, it doesn't mean that he can't practice and doesn't understand the changes in spiritual energy. On the contrary, he has studied these very much. When he entered the shop a certain distance, he found that the spiritual energy on the shop side became richer, his heart also became active. It was indeed different. Perhaps this was the place where he could change his cultivation qualifications. Hey, it's really different. Why is the spiritual energy here so rich? After hearing Su Wei's reminder, Sun Xing discovered the difference here. Looking around, he seemed to understand why the second young master came to this place. He was also shocked in his heart. There was such a place with rich spiritual energy in Tianfeng City. He had never heard of it before. When he was young, he had also been to Tianfeng City and Huanyue Demon Forest, and no one mentioned such a place like this, hadn't it been discovered by the royal family or Tianzong a long time ago? Why is it still unknown until now? He couldn't figure it out, so he asked a mercenary-like person in front of them. "This young man, when did this store come into being? Why haven't I heard of it before?" "Oh, you mean here, it just opened a while ago, there was no one before." The man replied. It turned out to be a store that had just opened a while ago. Then why is the spiritual energy in this place so rich? Sun Xing asked again. Of course it's because of this shop. The spiritual energy in the shop is even richer than this. Because of this shop. What is in this shop? It can make the spiritual energy so rich. Hey, what is sold in this shop? Who is the shopkeeper? Hey, the things in this shop, let me tell you. As this person talked, the expressions of Sun Xing and Su Wei changed, from surprise to shock, from shock to disbelief, from disbelief to disbelief. Hey, shocked, disbelief, unbelievable. Let me tell you, people who come here for the first time all have this expression. But you should not be surprised, as shopkeeper Yang said, basic operations are not 6. Who is shopkeeper Yang? Su Wei asked. Hey, shopkeeper Yang, a huge figure. See, the one guarding the door is the little tiger lying there, that is a mysterious beast. Ah. The mysterious beast guarding the door. Hee, but it's not the most powerful. See, in that house in the vegetable garden, there is a martial emperor who is growing vegetables for shopkeeper Yang. What? A martial emperor grows vegetables for him? Isn't this the most powerful? What? Is there anything more powerful than this? Hee, yes, it's not the most powerful. What's more powerful than him is shopkeeper Yang's magic pet. The old senior said that the pet is a heavenly beast. Ah. Heavenly, magic beast. This is not the most terrifying. Ah, Is there something more terrifying than the heavenly beast? That's a must. Then, what kind of existence is more terrifying? Isn't this nonsense? Of course it's shopkeeper Yang himself, that's right, with a mysterious beast guarding the door, a super martial emperor looking after the vegetable garden, and a heavenly beast as a magic pet. How big a figure is this person? Even the empire doesn't have a heavenly realm demonic beast to drive it. This man is too terrifying. Then what about the power behind him? Thinking of this, the two looked at each other, and their eyes revealed that this shop was so terrifying. As they approached step by step, they also heard the voice coming from the shop. Hit it, go a little further, oops. Haha, hurry up, go faster, it's my turn, watch me get this mysterious grand prize out. What is this doing? They must be drawing a lottery. Let me tell you about this lottery machine. The two of them couldn't be surprised anymore because they were numb. When they walked to the door of the store, they saw the store rules written on the notice board, and some notice boards with product information. They saw a little tiger lying at the door. This little tiger lying at the door must be the mysterious realm demonic beast. On the other side, the person lying on a strange chair with strange ornaments on his eyes must be the shopkeeper Yang. Chapter 74 I Can Finally Break Through. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Finally, the two entered the store. The person in front of him was in a hurry to fiddle with a strange object inside. The two looked around and didn't know what to do. At this time, Chen Lin came over and asked, "Are you new here?" "I'm a clerk in this store." "How about applying for a membership card first, and then I'll introduce you to the store." "Ah, you are a consciousness," that the two opened their mouths wide, extremely surprised. The man just now didn't say that there was a consciousness in the store, and he was actually a clerk in the store. "Not bad, I am the consciousness you mentioned. Do you need a membership card?" Chen Lin recommended again. This was the task assigned to him by Yang Feng. If they were new, he would first sell them a membership card. "What do you use this membership card for?" The two came back to their senses from surprise and asked curiously. "This membership card. With this membership card you can enter the trial's secret realm, and use this membership card to buy any items in the store by yourself, provided that you recharge enough gold coins in the membership card." Chen Lin briefly introduced the role of the membership card to them. "Well, then, let's all apply for this membership card. How many gold coins do we need?" Su Wei took out his storage bag and said. "It only takes 1 gold coin per person to apply for membership, and you can recharge it on the membership card, depending on your own situation." "Okay, apply for this membership card for each of us, and recharge 1 spirit coin." "Okay, put away the gold coins and spirit coins. Chen Lin has already issued membership cards for them. If you want to enter the trial's secret realm, you must first go to the number machine over there to get a number and queue up to enter. If you want to buy store items, just line up behind them. If you want to play the lottery machine, just line up behind them. There are spirit water and cola there, but you have to provide your own cups, 1 gold coin each time." Chen Lin roughly told them about the items in the store and some precautions. The two listened in a daze, but they always knew what they wanted, so they asked. "Is there anything here that can improve the qualifications for cultivation?" "Oh, you mean the marrow cleansing pill? You can buy it right away if you line up behind him. Just follow the instructions there. I don't know if it's sold out today, because the quantity is limited every day." Chen Lin pointed to the vending machine and said to them. "Ah! Is there really something that can improve the qualifications for cultivation?" Su Wei was so excited. With this pill called the marrow cleansing pill, he could continue to cultivate. This was what he had dreamed of for many years. Sun Xing was also excited. Is there really something that can change the qualifications for cultivation? Then can he use it too? The two of them lined up with excited hearts and excited hands, when it was finally their turn. With trembling hands, they pressed the pill on the screen of the vending machine. All kinds of pills passed through his eyes. Looking at the effect of the pill, his eyes widened. Suddenly, he saw the pill, which was the marrow cleansing pill mentioned by the conscious clerk just now. He quickly looked at the function of the marrow cleansing pill, washing the tendons and marrow. After washing the tendons and marrow, can't you improve your cultivation qualifications? I either have other reasons, or physical reasons. Looking down, the number remaining, 6, and, there are more. Su Wei couldn't wait to click and swipe the card. A porcelain bottle appeared in the dark box of the self-service vending machine. At this time, the person in the self-service vending machine next to him bought something and left. Grandpa Xing, there is that. The marrow washing pill that can improve the cultivation qualifications. As the two shouted and yelled, time passed little by little. When the two came out of the trial's secret realm, it was almost time for the business to end. The two stayed in the store for most of the day and became familiar with everyone. Everyone also understood their situation. They were actually the children of the noble family from the Tianzhu mansion. Zhao Songming and Wei Batian invited the two to rest in their newly built house. Although the conditions there were a bit simple, it was close. The two naturally agreed, and they couldn't ask for it. When he was about to leave the store, Sun Xing accidentally saw the items on the counter. When he saw the information about the Pazong Dan, he was stunned. He had been at the peak of Wuzong for a long time and had tried many methods but could not break through. But he saw here a pill that could 100% break through to Wu Wang. He quickly shouted, I want to buy Pazong Dan. Holding the Pazong Dan tightly in his hand, Sun Xing was so excited that his hands were shaking. He said to himself, with this Pazong Dan, I can finally break through Wu Wang. I can break through Wu Wang. Su Wei was also very excited. The family finally had another Wu Wang strongman. Although their Su family is one of the top 10 families, their Su family is the last among the top 10 families. The highest is that his grandfather is Su Wenhua, who is only the strength of Wu Wang 3. His father has just broken through Wu Wang not long ago. There are only 2 Wu Wangs in the entire Su family. Oh, now it can be said that there should be 3 Wu Wangs. With this pill, Sun Xing can 100% break through to Wu Wang. He looked at the items on the shelf again and was a little surprised. The 4 symbols heavenly net method was something that the Su family couldn't afford even if they sold it. It cost 88.88 million gold coins. The chain mail armor could be bought. Although Grandpa Xing was by his side, what if something happened? His life was more important. Su Wei bought the 7 feather armor and left the store with Zhao Songming and others. It was time to close the business, and everyone left the store, but they did not leave. Many people sat on the ground, some absorbed spiritual energy to practice, some wielded swords and other weapons, and some chatted. In the store, Yang Feng was busy in the kitchen. Chen Lin, Xiao Bai, and Hu Tian drank coke and shouted in front of the lottery machine, rest area of the Western Chu Overlord Arena. The second round of competition was over. A total of 49 people from Tianfeng City advanced to the third round. Congratulations on entering the third round. Those who failed should not be discouraged. As shopkeeper Yang said, this is a part of your life. Those who entered the third round should not be proud or complacent. If you can successfully enter the fourth round, then a more difficult task will come. In the fourth round, the first and second districts will be merged, and you will meet the masters of the second district. You also know that our strength in the first district is relatively weak, and the masters are all in the second district, so the real challenge starts from the fourth round. Are you ready? Zhao Shifang said loudly. Always be prepared. The crowd shouted in unison. What is the slogan we should shout at the end? Zhao Shifang continued to shout. Tianhua Lake takes off, Wuhu takes off, Old G. City Lord Zhao, what does your slogan mean? At this time, a familiar voice came. Chapter 75. What a crap thing, not fun. You are listening at novelfull.audio. City Lord Zhao, what do you mean by this slogan? At this time, a somewhat familiar voice came. Zhao Shifang looked for a voice and saw Wei Batian coming with a familiar person. Ah! Mr. Qin. Zhao Shifang was surprised that it was Mr. Qin Qian who came. Hello everyone, we meet again. Qin Qian greeted everyone very friendly. This slogan was given to us by shopkeeper Yang. Oh, that's what shopkeeper Yang said. What does it mean? I don't know much about this, but this is what shopkeeper Yang taught me, but when we set off, shopkeeper Yang said something. I think this should be promoted and remembered by all the young people in Tianchen. Zhao Shifang said with a serious face. Oh, what are those words that we should encourage young people in Qin all over the world to remember? Zhao Shifang solemnly repeated what Yang Feng said. When the last sentence was said, everyone shouted loudly. How beautiful is my young man Tianchen, who is as old as the sky. How magnificent is my young man Tianchen, who is boundless with the country. What a beautiful young man, Tianchen, who never grows old like the sky. What a magnificent young man from Tianchen, who has no borders with the country. In the palace of Prince Chu, Qin Lang, who was sitting, suddenly stood up and slapped his big hand on the table. Father, these are the words of shopkeeper Yang that city master Zhao Shifang relayed. City master Zhao said that he wanted these words to spread to every corner of the Tianchen Empire so that the young people of Tianchen will remember them together. Now when I think of these words, my blood is boiling. Okay, in that case, I will let these words spread to every corner of the Tianchen Empire. At this time, two old men walked in from the door. One is the king of Chu, Qin Ming, and the other is the crown prince of Chu, Qin Ing. Father, Grandpa. Why are you here? Qin Lang asked in surprise. What, can't we come? The two men came in and sat on the chairs. Hello Grandpa, hello great-grandpa. Qin Xian said hello to the two old men very obediently. Well, not bad, you little monkey has grown up, and you can actually get to know such a person. Qin Ing looked at the grandson in front of him lovingly. Ah, really? But this is because you have taught me well. Qin Xian's face was serious. You brat actually learned how to make us happy. Qin Ming scolded with a smile. No, no, how dare I? Grandpa, father, I am speaking from the bottom of my heart. Well, let's not talk about that. You brat is just good at talking. Tell us about the shopkeeper in that shop. Okay Grandpa, let me tell you, there is something in that store. Yuan Leiyuan went outside the store. It was getting dark now, and the people who stayed here were gradually leaving. Yang Feng looked at the bright moon in the sky outside the store and said softly, I'm fine here, and I hope you are fine too. Yang Feng had just turned around to enter the store when he heard Xiao Bai's excited voice. Master Bai also won the lucky prize. The patriarch is awesome, the patriarch is so awesome. Tiger jumped up and down happily every day. Yang Feng entered the store and saw them playing very enthusiastically, and his hands itched on a whim. Can I play the system? Yang Feng was not sure whether he could play this lottery machine. The host can draw draws, and gold coins will be deducted automatically, 10 times a day. The system gave him the result he wanted. Xiao Bai, Tian, Mr. Chen, have you finished playing? When you're done, let me come over. Yang Feng came to the lottery machine and said. Master, I have 2 more times, just wait until I finish playing these 2 times. Not surprisingly, thank you for your patronage both times. Master, look at this soul-gathering badge, where should I pin it to make it look better? Xiao Bai took the badge and looked at himself, not knowing where to pin it. Yang Feng took the badge and pinned it next to the bell. You can just pin it here. I am also a demon pet with a badge. Let's see if those people still dare to be embarrassed in front of me. Tian, Mr. Chen, you have to work hard, ha 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 ha. Xiao Bai also started to become embarrassed. Clan leader, I will work hard and get the spirit gathering badge as soon as possible. Hu Tian looked serious. Chen Lin just smiled and spread his hands indifferently. It's not fun to draw that thing. If you want to draw, just draw the mysterious big prize. Xiao Bai gave up his position, and Yang Feng walked to the lottery machine and shouted in his heart, System, I want to come 10 times. The gold coins have been automatically deducted, and the host can draw the lottery. Look, the shopkeeper will draw a big prize for you today. Yang Feng rolled up his sleeves, imitated Sun Erikson, spit on his palms, poked his hands, slapped the lottery machine hard and shouted. "Let's go." The pointer rotated rapidly and slowly stopped on the white grid. "Thank you for your patronage." "Damn it, it's a bad start." Yang Feng took 2 breaths, then slapped hard. The pointer rotated rapidly and then slowly stopped, finally pointing to the white grid. "Thank you for your patronage." "It's okay, this is only the second time," Yang Feng comforted himself. "Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your patronage." Yang Feng's face was a little uneasy. "Damn it, how much has the system lowered this ghost's chance of winning?" "It's okay. There are still 5 more times. I'm sure to win." Yang Feng's face started to darken, however, after "thank you for your patronage" 5 times in a row, Yang Feng's mentality exploded. "Damn, what the fuck is this? It's not fun." Chen Lao, Xiao Bai, Hu Tian, and the other 3 had quietly walked away when Yang Feng said "thank you for your patronage" for the 9th time, because they saw that Yang Feng's face was so dark. They would definitely get angry later, and it would be miserable if they were implicated, so the 3 of them secretly entered the trial's secret realm. Yang Feng came to the self-service beverage machine angrily, drank 2 cups of Coke in a row, and threw away his depressed mood after gulping. Chen Lao, Xiao Bai, when did Tian leave?" After Yang threw away his depressed mood, he found that the 3 of them were not around. "Today, we must kill the Golden Hammer Dwarf and see what the final boss of the dwarf tribe, the Dwarf King, looks like." Yang Feng also entered the trial's secret realm. "Hey, dwarf, today this shopkeeper is in a very bad mood, so I can only vent my anger on you. I must kill you today." Yang Feng drew out his sword and silently recited to start. In a flash, he arrived in front of the Golden Hammer Dwarf, and performed a set of Qin Feng sword technique with great vigor, clear sound and melody, turbid path and clear stream, clear source and clean stream, no bad style, alone and clear, stirring up the turbid and promoting the clear. The breeze is blowing. Now Yang Feng has used the Qin Feng sword technique with great sword power, which is more powerful than before. This set of swordsmanship beat the Golden Hammer Dwarf step by step. Now all he has to do is to defeat the Golden Hammer Dwarf before his spiritual power is exhausted. However, it was useless, and he was defeated by the Golden Hammer Dwarf in the end. Chapter 76. I finally defeated you. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After an unknown amount of time, Yang Feng finally concluded the true power of the Golden Hammer Dwarf. He only has the ability to use martial arts more than the Silver Hammer Dwarf, and his combat skills are richer. He always used the minimum consumption of spiritual energy to block his own attacks, and used various low-power and almost perfect combination of moves and martial arts to overwhelm Yang Feng. Maybe this is the rhythm. In my offensive rhythm, you can only be passively beaten and tired of defense. Your attack has no rhythm, and I only need to use the minimum spiritual power or cost to resolve your useless attack, waiting for the opportunity to move while defending, and giving you a fatal blow at any time. This is called leisurely. It seems that I still have a lot to learn. I don't know how much time has passed. In the arena, Yang Feng drew out a one-handed sword, held a sword flower, and attacked the Golden Hammer Dwarf. The Golden Hammer Dwarf swung his hammer to attack. Golden light emitted from the double hammers, and the figure transformed into a golden light, quickly coming towards Yang Feng, and at the same time 2 more golden hammer-shaped light attacked Yang Feng from another direction. "Oh, is this the ultimate move this time?" Yang Feng smiled indifferently, and took devilish steps with his feet before the 4 rays of spiritual energy came. Then he rubbed his feet on the ground a few times and came to the Golden Hammer Dwarf. Qin Feng's sword technique unfolded, like a peacock spreading its tail. The long sword brought out a burst of dazzling light, encircling the Golden Hammer Dwarf. Under Qiao's footwork, Yang Feng seemed to be playing in the water, suddenly surrounding the Golden Hammer Dwarf. Faint and appear, erratic. The speed of both of them reached the limit, and the aura light emitted by the long swords and double hammers was dazzling. Now Yang Feng has suppressed the Golden Hammer Dwarf in terms of speed. As long as the Golden Hammer Dwarf is not allowed to find the attacking rhythm, however, this Golden Hammer Dwarf seemed to be able to think. After discovering that he was faster than him, he immediately adopted a static breaking strategy. The complex moves and gorgeous martial arts skills immediately turned into simple and practical defensive moves. The double hammers also stayed close to the body, deepening the defense to make up for deficiencies in physical skills. From time to time, a golden hammer-shaped light quickly rushed towards Yang Feng. The hammer-shaped light revealed a strong murderous aura, trying to lock Yang Feng and inflict heavy damage on him. Yang Feng simply struck out with his sword, and a half-moon-shaped sword energy formed, spinning and scattering this powerful martial art. Yang Feng's body moved strangely, and the long sword seemed soft and hard under the infusion of spiritual power. It was like a poisonous snake entering the water, attacking the golden hammer dwarf like a violent storm. In a close fight, when the two sides exchanged weapons, Yang Feng laughed and said, what a good opportunity. Yang Feng used a move similar to Tai Chi. The tip of the sword touched the golden hammer, pulling it to draw a circle, and then used a move with his wrist. Suddenly, the sword vibrated slightly, and the golden hammer was knocked aside. Yang Feng saw the golden hammer dwarf's double doors wide open, and the long sword drove straight into the golden hammer dwarf's throat. After the golden hammer dwarf bent down to avoid Yang Feng's sword, he rolled back about 10 meters, his movements extremely embarrassing. After standing still, the golden hammer dwarf's eyes glowed with golden light. He took a step forward and an astonishing aura suddenly burst out, like a sharp sword, making people suffocating. Holding the two hammers high, it is as fast as lightning, but it seems extremely slow, and every movement is clearly visible. A strange feeling, the two hammers suddenly slashed down, this time at a faster speed, bringing up a series of afterimages. Several spiritual energies seemed to be controlled, bursting out from the two hammers, surrounding Yang Feng from all directions, but there was a bright and dazzling sun in the middle. The light of spiritual energy drew a beautiful arc, roaring towards Yang Feng's chest, and the air seemed to be cut open. Intuition told Yang Feng that this seemingly powerful move was just an auxiliary attack. The real murderous intention was the subtle spiritual energy that burst out, and the power contained in it was even more destructive. Those subtle auras formed a network, like a spiritual snake. Each one pointed at Yang Feng's vital points in a specific trajectory. No matter what method was used, if you wanted to restrain this kind of attack, you had to prioritize it. This network of spiritual energy attacked Yang Feng like a dragnet. A bright light flashed in Yang Feng's eyes, and the long sword in his hand pulled out countless sword flowers, and countless sword energy met the attack like a net of heaven and earth. The light all over the sky dissipated, and a dazzling light burst out in front of Yang Feng. Those tiny and powerful auras were cleverly condensed into a ball by the tip of Yang Feng's sword. The backhand shot collided with the aura of the powerful golden hammer in the middle, causing a loud noise. After the explosion, Yang Feng rushed past and hit the golden dwarf's sledgehammer with his long sword. The remaining spiritual power in his body poured into the golden hammer of the golden hammer dwarf like an overwhelming force, and then poured into his from the golden hammer. The shock inside his body caused him to fly backwards on the spot. Yang Feng stood proudly in the middle of the ring. Thinking of how many times he had been defeated by the golden hammer dwarf, his heart surged. He raised his hands to the sky and yelled like crazy, "Ha ha, I finally defeated you. Ha ha. Ha ha. Time." In a blink of an eye, it was business hours the next day. Yang Feng opened the door to greet today's customers as before. "Shopkeeper Yang, I see you smiling so much today. Did anything good happen to you?" Everyone felt strange when they saw Yang Feng's face glowing red, and he opened the door with a smile on his face. In the past, most shopkeepers Yang had a straight face, but situations like today were rare. "Huh, it's nothing, I just slept well," Yang Feng said with a smile, got out of the way and walked back to the counter. Today he did not go out to lie down. He was in a very good mood after defeating the golden hammer dwarf last night. Perhaps this good mood can last until the moment he plays the lottery machine. "Huh, I must win the jackpot today," Dulé shouted excitedly. "You are talking nonsense. You haven't won a fart in the past few days, not even once again. You still want to win the jackpot. What a fart." Sherbang said with a very disdainful smile. "I say, Sherbang, are you worried that I will win the jackpot? Are you jealous?" Dulé retorted. Okay, stop arguing. Draw the lottery quickly. Draw the lottery quickly. Everyone's time is precious. Don't waste your words. Yao Xing came out to persuade. Today, the people at the front of the lottery machine were not Wei Long, nor were they from the Wei and Zhao families. Instead, they were Yao Xing, Du Lei, and Shi Bang. These three people arrived at the door of the store before they changed shifts and lined up at the front. They came so early, and they also wanted to change their luck. They had bad luck in the past 2 days. They only received thank you for your patronage and never got come again. Su Wei and Sun Xing also came early today. Last night, they asked Zhao Songming and Wei Badian for details about the store. At the beginning of a new day, some items will be sold again. He wants to take a closer look at what items can be used. Everyone entered the store in an orderly manner. Although the noise was noisy, it was not messy. Chapter 77. It seems that you are going to take advantage of the situation. You are listening at novelfull.audio. What was Du Lei praying for with his hands clasped together? Under Shibang's urging, he began to press the lottery button reluctantly. After 9 consecutive thank you for your patronage, Du Lei was desperate. Was today another day without any gains? He pressed the last lottery opportunity with trembling hands. The pointer quickly turned and slowly stopped at one more time. Ha ha ha, it's finally not thank you for your patronage, it's finally not thank you for your patronage, ha. Du Lei almost cried with joy. It's not easy. Fuck, look at your shameless face. What's so exciting about one more time? Don't dilly-dally, hurry up. The person behind shouted unhappily. You know nothing, you will never understand the mood of people who have never won a prize. He blew a breath on his hand and slapped the start button hard. As expected, the pointer still went to thank you for your patronage. However, Du Lei was not disappointed this time, because he had made progress. If he won one and tried again, maybe he could win the lucky prize or other big prizes tomorrow. At this time, the purple gold mercenary group also lined up to enter the store. After seeing the scene inside the store, they sighed. I haven't come here for a few days, it feels like a lifetime ago. Good morning, shopkeeper Yang, long time no see. Lu Guanzhang greeted Yang Feng. Oh, Captain Lu, long time no see, how have you harvested these days? Yang Feng smiled. Thanks to shopkeeper Yang, the harvest is still quite rich. Lu Guanzhang's face was full of peach blossoms. Then congratulations, Captain Lu. It's good to have a full harvest. Only when you earn gold coins can you spend money in this shopkeeper's store. At the north gate of Tianfeng City, 2 women stood at the gate one after the other. The woman in front was wearing a green long gown and a light yellow slanted skirt. She had a standard pointed chin, beautiful eyes like shooting stars under her eyebrows, and neat long hair. She was really beautiful when she looked closely. The one standing behind was wearing a lime green top and a grass green skirt. She has a white jade baby face, a pair of big eyes that look like autumn water, and a look like a little loli. Sister, why do you think the Grand Master uncle would come to such a small town? Said the little lowly-looking woman. I guess there must be something special about this place. Master didn't explain it clearly, so we shouldn't speculate. The person of this sister spoke. This sister is called Lu Qianshan, and the sister is called Meng Chuyun. They are disciples of Kanglin Tianzong. They were ordered to come to Tianfeng City to find Zhao Jingji. Recently, the Tianchen Empire seems to be calm and peaceful, but under the calm, there are undercurrents. A group of evil cultivators suspected to be from the Tianma sect, which was jointly eliminated by several major forces more than 300 years ago, came from the north of the Han Empire to the Tianhu mansion of the Tianchen Empire. More than 400 years ago, the Tianma sect caused a bloody storm on the Tianchen Continent. The Tianma sect is called evil cultivators because they absorb the spiritual power in other cultivators to strengthen their own cultivation, just like a magic beast devouring the magic core of its own kind, to strengthen its own strength, but this is not cultivated by itself after all. It is constantly devouring the spiritual energy in other practitioners. Although the spiritual power in the body is getting stronger and stronger, it is also more and more uncontrollable, and in the end it will become a mindless killing machine. The leader of the Tianma sect can use secret methods to control these mindless killing machines. After accumulating enough strength, he launched an attack on the four empires at that time. He wanted to try to overthrow the ruling situation of several major forces and unify the Tianchen Continent, but they underestimated the strength of these top forces. Under the long-term siege of the top forces of the Tianchen Continent, they were finally wiped out more than 300 years ago, but recently, an elder of the Kanglan Tianzong found their traces in the Xiaoye Mountains in the north of the Han Empire. After tracking them, they found that this group of people were heading to the Hulao Pass of the Tianhu Mansion of the Tianqin Empire. After investigation, it was found that this group of people conspired to mix into the guards of the Hulao Pass and wait for an opportunity to move. After destroying the group, the elder hurried back to Kanglan Tianzong to report the situation to the leader of Kanglan Tianzong. Kanglan Tianzong's leader Xiang Wentian was also very shocked. Could there be a fish that slipped through the net that year? He immediately sent people to Tianbo Lake in Tianfeng City to find Zhao Jingji and asked him to go to Tianhu Mansion to check the situation. After asking the guard at the city gate about the direction of Tianbo Lake, the two women went in the direction of Tianbo Lake. Yuan Leiyuan went to the store. In front of the lottery machine, it was Wei Xiaoting's turn. This guy didn't look like the head of the Wei family at all. He rolled up his sleeves and shouted with a red face, hurry up, use more force. Hurry up, stop for me, ha. I won again. That it was not just him who was shouting, Zhao Songming was also blushing and shouting with clenched fists behind him. When the pointer stopped on the gray grid, the whole audience cheered. This was the second lucky prize that Wei Xiaoting drew today. Ha, my son is really gifted in the lottery. Zhao Songming put his hands on his waist and laughed heartily. Master, you are so awesome, we admire you so much. This is the flattery of Wei Cheng and Wei Long. Congratulations to Master Wei, you have added 2 more spirit gathering badges. Others shouted. Master Wei, I knew you were extraordinary when I saw you for the first time, and it was just as I expected. Su Wei praised Wei Xiaoting and added glory to himself. Yang Feng was also dumbfounded and thought to himself, this is so unscientific, how come this guy won twice? He looks like an ordinary person, why is he so outstanding? He walked up to Wei Xiaoting and said, it seems that you are going to take advantage of the wind and soar to 90,000 miles. After hearing Yang Feng's extremely pretentious words, Wei Xiaoting was even more arrogant, and the whole person swelled up. He said shamelessly, what is this lucky prize? I won't even look at it in the future. Now my goal is the 8 big prizes of the red grid and the 2 mysterious gold prizes. The others are no longer in my eyes. When everyone heard that this old guy was so pretentious. Oh my God, please send down a thunder to kill this guy. My son Xiaoting, you really have great ambitions. Your father supports you, ha. Zhao Songming. Hearing Wei Xiaoting's words, he not only did not stop him, but added fuel to the fire. After hearing Wei Xiaoting's arrogant words, Yang Feng cursed in his heart. I curse you. I hope you will never win a prize again. Chapter 78. My son is the king of Europe, infinitely arrogant. You are listening at novelfull.audio. As soon as Yang Feng cursed in his heart, Wei Xiaoting's voice came again. Ha, I am indeed destined by fate, here we go again. The master of the house is awesome. The head of the house is the head of the house. This lottery talent is truly unparalleled in the world. Wei Xiaoting's henchmen are there to flatter him. Master Wei, do it again. Ha, keep a low profile, maybe I was born for this lottery. Wei Xiaoting pretended to be cool again. Yang Feng was beeping in his heart, why can't such an outstanding person like me, the shopkeeper, win the prize? Alas, maybe God has seen that this shopkeeper is too good. That's why I think this shopkeeper's luck in the lottery has been weakened. After all, I have taken all the benefits, so how can people like these live? Since Yang Feng has no choice but to seek self-comfort, at this time, Wei Xiaoting's extremely arrogant voice shouted again, and the voices of the losers also shouted. People like Zhao Songming also shouted from behind, and they all shouted in unison, quickly, stop quickly, stop quickly, stop quickly. Damn it, is this guy going to win again? Yang Feng quickly turned around and saw that the pointer moved very slowly on the turntable, and finally stopped at the edge of the golden grid lines. Damn it, this guy is really going to go to heaven. Yang Feng was dumbfounded. How could this guy have such good luck, oh Huang? I don't pretend anymore, let's show off my cards, I am the Emperor of Europe. At this moment, Wei Xiaoting really swelled, showing the aura of being the boss of the sky and the second brother of me. My son, oh Huang, is infinitely arrogant. Zhao Songming shouted domineeringly with very middle-of-the-road words. The head of the family, Emperor O, is infinitely arrogant. The scoundrels are not far behind. Master Wei, look, what is this mysterious little prize? Everyone couldn't wait to let Wei Xiaoting go to the secret box to get the mysterious little prize. Okay, I, the Emperor, will take a look at what this mysterious little prize is. Wei Xiaoting rolled up his sleeves and reached into the camera obscura. Wei Xiaoting took out a pale golden box from the camera obscura. Look, everyone, take a look. These boxes are different. They are worthy of being a mysterious little prize. Wei Xiaoting pointed at the box and showed it to everyone. Xiaoting, open it quickly and see what treasure is inside. Zhao Songming urged. Okay, foster father, let us see what kind of treasure this mysterious little prize is. After saying that, Wei Xiaoting opened the box directly. I saw a shiny golden card popping out of the box. The words movie viewing card are written on the card. Everyone is confused. What is this? Wei Xiaoting picked up the card, flipped it over and read it several times, but it was still the same. The words movie viewing card were written on the smooth card. What is this movie viewing card from shopkeeper Yang? What is it used for? Wei Xiaoting held the card and looked at Yang Feng with confusion, hoping to get the answer from him. This viewing card allows you to watch the training scenes and battle scenes of peerless experts at close range, and there is a certain chance that you can understand and learn their peerless martial arts. Yang Feng said briefly. When Yang Feng saw the mysterious award, he asked the system what the movie viewing card was and what it did. The system answered, cardholders can watch movies in the theater library. The card is valid for 1 month and will be invalid upon expiration. At that time, Yang Feng asked the system what the use was if there were no theaters that wanted this. The system's answer is that there will eventually be theaters, and the host is asked to work hard to upgrade. Where are you watching, shopkeeper Yang? Wei Xiaoting was filled with excitement when he heard Yang Feng's explanation. Since you can watch the training and fighting of super strong people up close, you can also have the opportunity to learn their peerless martial arts. He was itching to hear it and wanted to see it right away. Don't worry, our store hasn't been developed yet, just wait a few days. Yang Feng laughed, just kidding, the system didn't give me a theater, what should I show you? To put it bluntly, a few days and 10 days are also a few days, and 100 days are also a few days. The final interpretation right belongs to our store. Wei Xiaoting was a little disappointed that it didn't happen now, but he was also very much looking forward to watching the scene of the peerless strongmen fighting. If he had the opportunity to learn it, I, with my luck, would definitely be able to learn the martial arts of the peerless master. Everyone is also very envious. Not only can they watch the scenes of peerless experts practicing and fighting, but they can also have the opportunity to learn their martial arts. It is worthy of being a mysterious little prize. This mysterious small prize has such benefits, so what is the mysterious big prize? The shop was full of people, with different opinions, and congratulations to Wei Xiaoting. Wei Xiaoting did not win any more prizes in the next few times. The next few people seemed to have all their luck drawn by Wei Xiaoting, and they did not win anything. Lu Qianxian and Meng Chuyan came to Tianwo Lake. Senior sister, is this Tianwo Lake? Look, there are people building buildings here. Hey, senior sister, look, aren't those Grand Master Uncle and Grand Master Auntie? Why are they watering there? Meng Chuyan asked chirpingly, and suddenly saw Zhao Jingji and his wife spreading spiritual water to water the vegetable fields over there. As expected, let's go quickly. Lu Qianqian and Meng Chuyun rushed away. When the two came over, Zhao Jingji discovered them. If you two girls don't practice well, why are you here? Lu Tiantian and Meng Chuyun came to Zhao Jingji and his wife and saluted. Lu Qianqian. Meng Chuyun. Greetings, Grand Master Uncle, Grand Master Aunt. Oh, it's you two little girls here, come here, come here. Li Xiaoning was very happy to see the two girls. When she was unconscious, it was these two girls who took care of her. Although she was poisoned and unconscious, her consciousness was sometimes still clear. When Zhao Jingwei went out, it was these two girls who took care of her. Grand Master Uncle, Grand Master Aunt, why are you doing this kind of thing here? Lu Qianqian was very curious. An elder of Tianzong actually came to this place and did the rough work that ordinary farmers do. It's nothing, what's the matter with you two coming here? Zhao Jingji asked. Grand Master Uncle, it's like this. Lu Qianqian told Zhao Jingji what the sect master Xiang Wentian told them. Zhao Jingji frowned after listening, but suddenly laughed after a while. So that's it. Grandmaster, why are you laughing? So what? Lu Qianqian and Meng Chuyun were puzzled. Grandmaster was still like this in such a serious matter. You two don't worry about this matter for now, it won't be a big problem. Come, I'll take you to a good place. As he said that, he led Lu Qianqian and Meng Chuyun to the store. Chapter 79. This shopkeeper is the most handsome guy on this continent. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Uncle Taisher, where are you taking us? Meng Chuyun asked curiously, are we going to the store here? She saw 3 lines of people lined up in front of the store. Yes, come over here and line up. Zhao Jingji pointed to the queue at the end of the line to the 2 women. Uncle Taisher, what does this shop sell? There are so many cultivators queuing up, what do those shouting inside mean? Lu Qianqian stopped when she heard voices coming from inside the shop. Hurry up, don't stop, after listening to these words that make people dream. They were playing with the lottery machine. Let me tell you about the things in the store. Zhao Jingji told the 2 of them about what happened when he discovered the store and what items are in the store so far. Did you buy the antidote that cured Grand Master Ant here? Meng Chuyun opened his eyes wide. Are there really such good things in the store? It's unbelievable. If our Tianzong gets something like this. Okay, girl Qianqian, I don't want to hear similar words again. Zhao Jingji interrupted Lu Qianqian's words. Don't you notice that there is something different about this place? Also, I am now managing the dishes for shopkeeper Yang. The land is barely a part of this store, so it's better to give up on thoughts like this. Uncle Taisher, you said this. Lu Qianqian was dumbfounded. She did not expect that Zhao Jingji would say this. Uncle Taisher is now managing the vegetable plot for the shopkeeper. An elder of Tianzong, a high-level martial emperor, actually manages a shop for others. The spiritual energy here is almost the same as our sect. After Meng Chuyun heard Zhao Jingji's reminder, he felt it and found that the spiritual energy here was almost as rich as the spiritual energy in their sect. When you enter the store later, don't make a fuss, don't look around, or embarrass our Kanglin Tianzong. Zhao Jingji reminded again, don't think I am exaggerating. As long as the shopkeeper is willing, it is easy to destroy a Tianzong force. Even if the shopkeeper doesn't take action, even his magic pets can compete with our Tianzong. Your Grand Master Uncle is right. The shopkeeper's magic pet is a heavenly beast. There is also a consciousness clerk in the store. You should know what a consciousness is. Li Xiaoning also reminded from behind. The consequences for those who come to make trouble these days will be disastrous. The 2 women were so stunned that their mouths could fit into a goose egg. Hey, boss, are these 2 your descendants? They look very exciting. Hu Tian, who was lying at the door, saw Zhao Jingji and his wife bringing two young girls to the door of the store. Haha, that's right. I just heard shouting yelling the loudest. Did you get something good? Just now I heard Wei shouting the loudest. That guy is simply not a human being. He actually won the mysterious little prize. Hu Tian was so envious. He didn't really care what prize he won. Is there any benefit to following shopkeeper Yang? It's the sense of glory and pretentiousness of winning the lottery. He didn't know what pretending was before, but now he realizes that there is nothing better than pretending. If so, then pretend again. What, that kid actually won a mysterious small prize. What kind of luck is this? I haven't won anything in the past 2 days. Zhao Jingji is so envious. What's the use of being strong? Can it increase the winning rate? Cannot. Ah. The two women were confused. Mr. Chen, get 2 membership cards for these 2 juniors of mine. He took out 2 spirit coins and handed them to Chen Lin. Okay, 2 girls, come here. Chen Lin asked Lu Qianqian and Meng Chuyun to come over. Ah. Oh. The 2 women went over and applied for membership cards as requested by Chen Lin. This is the consciousness that Grand Master Uncle mentioned. Is it true? The 2 women thought in their hearts. Hey, these 2 ladies are relatives of Mr. Chen. Yang Feng pulled down his sunglasses and looked at Lu Qianqian and Meng Chuyun. Ah. The 2 women were confused. What did this man mean? Shopkeeper Yang, these 2 are my juniors in the sect. Xiaoning has been taken care of by these 2 girls for so many years. Zhao Jingji came over to help these 2 girls. Shopkeeper Yang, my name is Lu Qianqian, you can just call me Qianqian. Lu Qianqian reacted and introduced herself with a blushing face. This shopkeeper is really interesting, he calls her young lady. Shopkeeper Yang, my name is Meng Chuyun. You can call me Chuyun or Xiaoyun. Shopkeeper Yang, why do you call me and senior sister Miss Sister? We are still younger than you. Meng Chuyun tilted his head and looked at Yang Feng curiously. Looking at these 2 girls with very different styles, they blushed and looked at him curiously, as if they wanted to see through him. Damn it, what do you 2 want to do? Why are you looking at me like this? I quickly explained, this young lady is a title in our place, which means pretty girl, beauty. Humph, you ordinary people dare to have thoughts about this shopkeeper. This shopkeeper is someone you will never get in your life. I am the most handsome guy in this continent. After listening to this, the 2 women had such expressions on their faces. In the store, after Zhao Jingji took the 2 women to apply for membership cards, he took them to the team at the lottery machine. Here, you see, this is the lottery machine. When you finish playing this, you can go there to get your number. If it takes a while until you enter the secret trial realm, you can go there and see if there is anything you are interested in. The basic martial arts, weapons, and elixirs are very good. You can also buy some. If you don't have enough gold coins, you can recharge by yourself there, or you can ask Mr. Chen to help recharge. This lottery machine costs 1 gold coin per play, and each person can only play 10 times per day. Zhao Jingji gave them a brief introduction to the items in the store. Uncle Taisher, that person keeps talking about some lucky prize or some mysterious prize every time he presses the button. What kind of prize is that? Is the prize very powerful? Meng Chuyun asked curiously. Look, this is the lucky prize. Sun Erkson patted the badge on his chest and said to show off, this is a good thing. After wearing it, it can increase the speed of cultivation by 20%. What? Can you increase your cultivation speed by 20%? Both newbies were shocked. This is too scary. Look at the person who was drawing the lottery. He spit on his hand and rubbed it a few times, then pressed the lottery button hard. Ah! Uncle Grand Master, what do they mean by this? Lu Qianqian was curious again. It is said that doing this can bring good luck. Zhao Jingji replied. Ha, you're not imitating my sect leader. Sun Erkson looked at them very unhappily. Why should you imitate me when you have the ability to think of a move to improve your luck? Ma Ziyuan, please hurry up and stop whining every time, okay? The people behind urged. Zhao Songming sighed softly next to him. You are too young after all. You don't have much knowledge. How can you behave like this? I was much calmer when I was this old. That's right, how can we be as calm as those of us who have gone through ups and downs? That Wei Shouting also said beside him. Everyone is so angry that they want to curse, but you two are the least qualified to say this, so why the hell are you shouting louder than anyone else? Chapter 80. This is not the Grand Master I know. You are listening at novelfull.audio. When Yang Feng heard that these two guys were talking about being calm, he cursed in his heart. Everyone in the world can say calm, but you, Wei Shouting, can't. This guy has no shame in order to show off. But to be honest, it's better than not on the stick. Tianchen, it's your turn, just swipe your membership card. Soon after, it was Zhao Jingji's turn. Yeah, Uncle Taisher. After swiping the card, Lu Tianchen looked at the lottery machine and placed her hand on the button, feeling nervous. Yes, just press it. Li Xiaoning came over and whispered beside her. Yeah. He nodded vigorously and pressed it gently. What the hell, this is for you to draw a lottery, not for a blind date, why are you so coy? Yang Feng complained as he watched this beautiful woman act so coquettishly. The pointer rotated slowly, and after a few rapid rotations, it slowly slowed down and finally stopped at thank you for your patronage. Oops, missed. Perhaps today's luck was really taken away by Wei Shouting. Lu Tianchen, Meng Chuyun, and Li Xiaoning all won the thank you for your patronage lottery. Huh, it's finally time for me. Zhao Jingji rolled up his sleeves, twisted his waist, did a few chest-widening exercises, and then performed a standard set of actions to increase luck, which is to spit. Finally, he combed his beard and stood in front of the lottery machine. Lu Tianchen and Meng Chuyun were dumbfounded. How did Grand Master Uncle become like these people? Let's go. Press the button hard and shout. Lu Tianchen and Meng Chuyun were frightened. What happened next? Zhao Jingji, completely stunned the two of them. Come here a little bit more, come a little bit more, damn, come a little bit more. Damn it, thank you for your patronage again. Stop for me. I'm so angry. If you come over just a little bit more, it will be a lucky prize. Looking at Zhao Jingji, who was blowing his beard, staring, and full of swear words, Lu Tianchen and Meng Chuyun no longer knew what words to use to describe him. This is not our Grand Master Uncle. Our Grand Master Uncle is not like this. You give our Grand Master Uncle back. Grand Master's aunt, this, Grand Master's uncle. Lu Tianchen didn't know how to organize her words. You just need to get used to it. He has only changed like this in the past 2 days. Shopkeeper Yang said this is called down to earth. Li Xiaoning explained to the two of them. Come here, this is spiritual water, this is Coke, try the Coke, it's delicious. Li Xiaoning led the two of them to the rest area, pointing to the spiritual water machine and the self-service drink machine. He took out 3 cups from the storage bag, gave 2 people a cup each, and went to the self-service drink machine to swipe his card to get a Coke. That's it, it's delicious. He said and took a sip. The two of them followed suit, swiped their cards, took a cup, and looked at the bubbling Coke. They put the cup to their lips and took a sip, then their eyes lit up and they drank heavily. After a few sips, the cup of Coke bottomed out. It really tastes good. Belch. The 2 women burped at the same time. The two of them felt embarrassed, but also found it so interesting that they stuck out their tongues. Stop it, ha 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 ha, I finally got it, try it again, At this time, Zhao Jingji's roar came. Lu Tianchen and Meng Chuyun were dumbfounded again. We don't need to pay attention to him. There is no one at the vending cabinet right now. Let's go over and see if there is anything we need. Li Xiaoning glanced at Zhao Jingji and shook her head. The two came to the automatic vending cabinet and operated according to Li Shioning's introduction. Looking at those weapons and elixirs, his eyes lit up. I really didn't expect that elixirs with such effects exist. This weapon is so powerful. Ah, this basic swordsmanship is the basic martial arts mentioned by Uncle Teicher. Uncle Teicher said it is very good. Then buy a copy and take a look. The two women made a large purchase at the vending machine and prepared some elixirs for some senior sisters, and brothers with whom they had a good relationship. Okay, it's almost time for us to enter the secret trial realm, let's go there. Li Shioning walked over with the two women. Lu Qianqian entered the secret realm of the trial. After understanding the operation, she entered the battle mode. The screen changed and a bearded dwarf appeared on the screen. Grand Master Auntie said that this was a hammer dwarf, with the same strength as herself, but with extremely fast strength, speed, and reaction. Especially the fighting skills and timing of fighting are unparalleled. She took out the long sword that suited her from the weapon rack and prepared her stance. She wanted to see how powerful this so-called hammer dwarf was, so she began to meditate. Lu Qianqian stood with her sword in hand, observing that the hammer dwarf opposite did not make any move. Carefully walked towards the middle of the arena. About 10 meters away from the hammer dwarf, suddenly, the figure of the hammer dwarf blurred, and a figure appeared in front of Lu Qianqian's eyes in an instant. The sledgehammer in the hand of the hammer dwarf hit her chest. As long as it hit her, there would be nothing left that was not there in the first place. Before her brain could react, the big hammer in the hand of the hammer dwarf had already hit her chest. All of this happened in the blink of an eye, and by the time she reacted, she had returned to the origin of the secret trial realm. Phew! It's so dangerous, but fortunately it's not true. Looking at her chest, she patted it and said, "This is very interesting." Sure enough, she would not be sympathetic or show mercy just because she is a girl. Attack where you should attack where you should attack. After adjusting her state and discarding some messy ideas in her mind, she re-entered the battle mode. After spending 6 hours in the trial's secret realm, Lu Qianqian withdrew from the trial's secret realm with a very tired mind. This trial's secret realm is really very powerful. Although she did not use a single move in the hands of the hammer dwarf during this period, she has a deep understanding of the fighting methods and skills. The fighting skills that she was proud of turned out to be so ridiculous, and in the eyes of this hammer dwarf, they were so vulnerable. When she left the trial's secret realm, she saw Meng Chuyan crying in the arms of the Grand Master. Lu Qianqian hurried over and asked, "Grandmother, what happened to my junior sister?" Meng Chuyan heard that her senior sister had come out of the trial's secret realm, got up from Li Shioning's arms, and immediately threw herself into Lu Qianqian's arms, crying, senior sister, the dwarf in there is so scary, so terrible, Chuyan never wants to go in again."